guys, this is your girl Wakeji Kamore and welcome to Reflections by Wakeji Kamore. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time that you get to listen to this. Thank you so very much for being part of this journey, for being part of the Bible summary and walking this journey with me. Today we are going to be looking at Ecclesiastes Chapter 10, and I will not be reading this chapter word for word. However, I'm going to give you what it is that a summary of what I think the chapter is about and what I got from the chapter, and then I'm going to share with you my exact takeout from this chapter. It is my hope and prayer that you pause this recording and read the chapter for yourself, just so that you can understand what's happening in the chapter, and just so that you can give the Holy Spirit a chance to speak to you as well. All right, so let's get on with it. So in Ecclesiastes Chapter 10, Solomon contrasts wisdom and foolishness. It's actually very interesting that he's now kind of taken his outlook like in Proverbs, because in Proverbs it's about a lot of it is about wisdom, and so now he contrasts wisdom and foolishness, showing how even a small amount of foolishness can damage a person's reputation and undo much good. Just like a dead fly that spoils perfume, assuming that you had this perfume of a bottle of perfume, and then there was this dead fly in it that starts to stink up the perfume. That one foolish mistake, one foolish decision can ruin so much about your life and can ruin so much good. It teaches that wisdom leads to careful speech, it leads to patience, to preparation and good judgment, while foolishness results in poor decision, unnecessary struggles, and self-inflicted problems. The one verse that really caught my attention was verse 10, and this is what it says: "If an axe is dull and its edges unsharpened, more strength is needed, but skill will bring success." This basically means that if you're cutting down a tree and the axe that you're using is dull and unsharpened, it means that you might need to swing that axe more, and you will use so much strength to cut that tree, as opposed to if the axe was really sharp. That means you would use less energy. This is what it says, that skill will actually bring success. As I read that, I couldn't help but think about how often we try to solve life's problems with simply saying, let me work harder, We keep swinging the axe, getting more tired, more frustrated, and wondering why we are not making any progress. Meanwhile, Solomon is basically saying, have you considered sharpening the axe first, And I love that, because sometimes the answer isn't about more effort, it's about better preparation. So before starting something new, learn the skill. Before taking on a challenge, do some homework. Before jumping into a project, spend some time preparing. A few hours of learning can save you months or even years of a struggle. We live in a world that celebrates action, working hard, jitume. Everyone wants to start immediately, but wisdom reminds us that preparation is also action. Learning is action. Practicing is action. And asking for help is action. The person who takes time to sharpen the axe may look slow, of course, at first, but when the work begins, they will move further and they will move faster than the person who rushed in and prepared. So whatever it is that you're facing today, whatever it is that you're thinking of taking on today, don't be afraid to pause and sharpen your axe. Read that book, take that course, ask the questions, look for people who have walked that journey and ask the questions, look for mentors, ask the questions, practice the skills and prepare yourself. Because God doesn't just bless hard work, He also gives us wisdom. And wisdom often looks like taking the time to get ready before it is time to move. So sharpen first and then swing the axe later. Thank you so much for listening, and see you tomorrow.